Alright, look, what's good, what's going on, what's happening, everybody? Quick, I'm tired, bear with me, okay? So, we can go ahead and break this down real quick. This is PvP and dueling. It's pretty self explanatory. Crap, my apologies, y'all. Let me run to the base and get the weapon. So I can show you accurate stats and all that real quick and keep it pushing from there. We're gonna break down our DPS and healing, loadouts. There we go. And that stuff. So, that's our gear, as you see, 99, but I got expensive 100 pieces. I didn't get the weapon. Normally I get the weapon first, but I didn't get the weapon because I didn't know if I wanted to do shield or instead of martial arts, maybe do rifle or one-handed. I didn't know what I wanted to do. Or even hand blasters. Don't know. So I was going to end up buying that later on, but I might just try to finish out the, well, I already have the feet now, but I might just try to, get what I can and keep moving. So I want to get the last set, the 101 gear set. But if you're dueling, you can wear PvP gear, you can incorporate some PvE gear. PvE gear I would recommend that you do is probably like, right now, we got an OP back, OP mask, stuff like that. Use OP items. But if you're dueling, Ultimate Trinket is very good health and toughness for you, increase them. The other one, there is another one. It's old though, and it used to increase your critical attacks, whatnot, and critical chance. It was like a little supercharge buff, and the trinket. It was really nice. But you use phantoms. Good one. Turns to a Kryptonian phantom. That's henchman. I wouldn't recommend the water golems. Use the trench. Better. Breakout trinket if you're going into an instance, but if you're not, if you're dueling somebody, would not recommend that. I recommend that you get the Boo Junior because he puts a shield around you. Okay. Out of the other boos, they don't put shields around you. This one in cases. Baby Boo also put a shield around you too. So it's either one. It's on you. Or you can just do the whole Boo utility belt and put all the boos together. That's gonna hit really hard. But where you're doing artifacts, transformation, strategist, and demon fang. Mind you, I'm a healing and damage power. So you don't want demon fang. I would say Omega Hedron if you're on a power. Venerance dispenser if you have it up. This can be decent, I guess. Scrap of the soul cloak, so you spam some supercharges real quick. You know what I mean? The Grim is an amazing one. Amazing. I probably recommend the Grim more than anything if you're not like a healer power like that. Go ahead and put in the Grim. Yeah, other than that, I think that'll pretty much be it for that. Here are my stats. I see I only have 10,000 resto. I only have about 14,000 might. A little bit over 4,000 precision. Yeah, 99 combat rating because it doesn't give you 100, so you can fully get the whole set. But let's go ahead and get into the loadouts. Okay, this is a normal basic loadout that I can recommend you. Okay, use High Tide to either do Blessing of Deep to get increased healing over time, which would be really good. Okay, so it heals you initially, then it gives you heal over time as well. Really good if you're gonna use High Tide. Okay. If not, probably recommend you just take a High Tide and you can basically use this. Okay, cool. One loadout. Shoot miss priority heals are cheap. You can spam it off a lot. Blessing of Deep, heal the group, not just your one member. If you're not doing duos, you're doing a group. Okay, cool. If you need extra healing, use High Tide then this. Okay, cool. So as you'll see, kind of self-explanatory, healing you over time and everyone else. Really big area. Bubble, it's always nice. Good preventing damage shield. Flood of power, I would recommend to either have this on, but if you do not want to have Supercharge on, for some reason, maybe you're doing the dueling loadout, I guess, or if you just, you don't want to have them. I guess you could then put Mending Wave if you want. Probably recommend Pressurized for the weapon buff. If you just want a little something to do, a nice chunk of damage, use Vortex Trap. Okay, it's not interruptible. You can't stop it. It just does a lot of damage. It's really good. Okay. If not, use Tsunami Strikes, or really, Aquatic Arsenal is better than Tsunami Strikes to PvP because you're gonna be up close anyways. So go ahead, use it, and just tap your melee a whole bunch, and do all that extra damage. Okay. That's more I'll recommend for that. But if you want to change things up, there's also a couple other loadouts. Say you want to technically you get real shit up. You put Tempest Guard up in this joint, right? You can put Hardlight Shield up in this thing. And just so you can make sure you got enough stuff going, use Riptide, because then you can reset any of these shields, or you can reset the Souls of the Sea. This is a good loadout, and it's hard as crap to kill. The only real way you're healing yourself or others is your Souls of the Sea, or if you pop Flip Power. Those are the only two real ways, because then you can Flip Power, you can just keep spamming in these. But yeah, this is a nice one if you want to do that. But if not, another one if you want to be more like damage dealing, I would definitely recommend Aquatic Arsenal or even Vortex Trap. Technically, you could probably even have both if you really wanted to. And then just say you're doing like duos or something like that, put this up in there. Shoot them in so you get them up real quick. Bubble is real nice. Flood of Power I pretty much always recommend. If you don't want to use Flood of Power, Pheromone Bloom, really good, really nice damage. If you get thrown around a lot, CC, control effect, a lot, things like that, use Metabolic Boost. Heals you and frees you. Save your other partner or whoever, or your group, getting a lot of power, but they're burning through it. Go put some word of power up in the form, help them out, things like that. Okay, we may be a healer, but we can be an all-in-one. Okay, just how you apply your powers. This is a good one right here too. If you want to use it, it's on you. There's multiple ways. That's 3 different ones I would use for dueling and PvP instances. You just pick and choose, see which one feels the best for you, which one you're more accustomed to. Yeah, I wouldn't use Whirling Dervish because it's vulnerable to block and interrupt, I think. Vortex Trap isn't. But for my damage, we use Vortex Trap, we use Drown because it gets them in a little like choking animation. So especially if they don't have power, it stuns them. Real nice. Aqua Lance, pretty good and does increase damage. You could do a High Tide thing, take out Pressurized, lose on some weapon damage, and do a little High Tide, do damage over time there. And then spam your Aquatic Arsenal. And then a Bubble, of course, because it increased our damage and it shields us. But if you don't know, in my PvP loadouts, I mainly go for efficiency and high, like with the healing loadout, high healing on that move, good high healing on that move, efficiency, Vortex Trap, decently low power cost, good damage comes from it. Really low power cost, decent damage comes from it. Shield, pretty much mentors, always good to have shield. Pressurized, it's weapon buff. We're in PvP. We're gonna use our weapon more likely. But say if you don't, or you don't like to use a weapon, you can just keep using this. To be honest with you, you can spam this the entire time and almost win. That's depending on who you go against. Okay, because they can't block it and things like that. Okay, so you just keep taking them out. That's why I recommend you could take out this and use High Tide, make this Aqua Lance not only hit hard from the drown, which will increase Supercharge generation, which I'll get in that in a sec, but also do damage over time to them. Now let's say you want to take Aqua Lance out, or even Pressurize out, and put a Supercharge. You can pick a couple things. One, you can go ahead and hit the we could take Aqua Lance out if we really wanted to, and hit a little Dehydrate. Yeah, this right here. It hits hard. Like, it's one of the hardest hitting single target moves in the game, regardless, just at base, without the bonus damage for each 2,500 supercharge that you have, capped out at 10,000. This is hard. Now, if you do got more, mind you, supercharge generator, you can let it keep building, building. Then maybe you're losing a fight, and you just come out with a full supercharge bar, and you can one-shot somebody using this. You really can, especially if it crits. My goodness, it hits hard. Really, it's up to you with supercharges, speed drain. You know, a lot of people like that. It's like pheromone bloom a little bit more. It's up to you. If you can get speed drain to crit a lot, it's really good there. Metabolic boost, pretty decent. But if you're going for more damage, I really just go dehydrate or Call of the Deep, or even Whirlpool. Whirlpool probably better than Call of the Deep. Call of the Deep is more of a one. At least if you've been, fighting, so you got a full bar. Hey, Whirlpool, keep consistent damage on them. Or really, you can use Flood of Power in this as well. You can just decrease all your cooldowns and your power cost, because it grants you power, free control effects, shield you. This would be good to use in PvP as well, to be honest with you. So, like I said, it's really just up to you. Or you can use this, get healing, get bow, all those stuff, because we're not changing our spec for with our weapon and stuff. Because I do use martial arts and all the weapon masters. Thought I showed you, but if I didn't, yeah, I just spec that. I don't, get the weapon mastery out the couple that you need. Like anything else, I don't spec into. Super speed, I pretty much grab everything because PvP is situational. Depending who you're fighting against, what they're used to, what they're not, what you can throw them off with. There's a lot of situations that you deal with at hand. So I get as much as I can. I got skill points to. We get super powered because extra power regeneration, extra power. We could use this. This would be good too. It's more on you. I like extra power regeneration because if I'm getting my behind whooped, which has happened a couple of times. Not on this particular power, but on different power. My goodness, it's just hard to get out of that because more likely you're going to drain your supercharge bar if you have this. But this, you can still, but you're pretty much going to get it back fairly easily. Get your crits, whichever one you're doing. I get both since this is a healing and damage spec. I got enough skill points to do both at the same time. Down here, only spec 100 because how the buffs work when you're like under geared or under leveled or whatever. If you spec more than 100, like 101, you mess that up for yourself pretty much. You're gonna end up getting less overall, like whatever the stats, like less restoration, precision, might and power, health, whatever, than you would if you were to spec the whole thing out. Mind you, it goes in increments of 10, so basically it goes to 100 because that's 10. Like, this is 70 because this is 7 out of 10. Okay, that's how much you're getting buffed up and whatnot. Okay, I just get the one. Really, you should put 10 in here if you do it. I get the one, just get a little bit extra. Extra helps, but it's not mind blowing. Especially vitalization helps, but it's not mind blowing help. It can be noticeable over like a long period of time when you're using a lot of your weapon attacks, things like that, to get your power back. But yeah, normally I would try to keep these on either 100 or doing increments of 10 at a time, so you can get buffed for that. Yeah. Trying to think to make sure I got y'all with everything possible. Just to make sure. Now, if you're dueling, you can't use Robot Sidekick. I would actually recommend that you do that. Use Robot Sidekick, and if you don't want to use Aqualance, use Sonic Cries, another good stunning control effect that you can do to whoever you're fighting or the group that you're fighting. Stunning and control effects help out a lot. It makes them drain their power, and if we can drain their power bar and do damage to them, we can kill them. Okay, because they got the little aura around them that basically lets you know they ain't got no power. Looks how nice a blue little aura emits from their feet and it goes around their whirls around their body. That lets you know they ain't got power. That means pretty much you're about to kill them the moment they mess up. Or if they're already like getting thrown there, just keep going at it. You'll pretty much kill them. Then you turn for soda and stuff like that already. But look, that's about all I got right now. I'll see if you want to see my damage roll stats. If you will, 14,000 might, 7,500 resto, precision, over 4,000, toughness, 12,500. Okay, CR still the same, all that good stuff. Okay, health is 26,000, power 52,000. Defense doesn't matter because defense is more from non-player. You need toughness for player, B player. But yeah, yo, that's all I got for the video right now. It is late, so I apologize if it seems like I'm rambling stuff off or I'm not very energetic. I am trying to be a little bit energetic, but not, too fake or anything like that. But yeah, these are builds that work and are very effective for me. Give them a try. Tell me how you like them in the comments below. Go ahead and like, share, and subscribe this to my channel and share on the video and whatnot. All that good stuff, man. Be on the lookout. I am doing sorcery power next. Check out my previous videos. I created playlists and everything is set up on the channel currently. I've done nature. I will be changing back to celestial and electricity soon. So there's that. And I'm redoing those loadouts because I had those loadouts from my old PlayStation. But I guess they didn't post for whatever reason. But I'm gonna go ahead and redo them all, post them up, give you that content. So, excuse me. Be on the lookout for that. And my electricity loadout, I did revamp it a little bit, so stay tuned in for that. Look, I try very hard with these loadouts, so look, help your boy out. Share it to people that you know and those that you don't. Those that you may like and those that you don't as well, okay? Especially those who play this game and those who maybe played it before trying to get back into it. They can re-spark some for them. You have something to play with later on. But look, without further ado, man, it's your boy Trey TJ, man, and I'm out. Shalom.